2014 has been a big year for smartphones. All the iPhone 6 went bigger, Moto X got better, LG got the G3 perfect, and the Galaxy Note continues to get better with the 4. But there was a new contender who arrived this year by the name of OnePlus. They actually come from the Oppo family, so this is pretty much a brand new spanking new thing, running Android with CyanogenMod 11S. So we're going to talk about a little bit about it and let you know if this is the phone you should buy. So for starters, the OnePlus One is made by company OnePlus. Inside is a Qualcomm's quad-core Snapdragon 801 CPU at 2.5 gigahertz, 3 gigs of RAM. I have the black sandstone, which is 64 gig of storage. There's no micro SD expansion, but you know, that's what it is. So talking about the display, it's a 1080p IPS display. So, you know, while everybody's starting to migrate to 2K resolutions, this 1080p is still bright, super bright and sharp. I have it right now on maximum brightness. It's great. You won't complain. You won't feel like you're missing out on the 2K explosion. I would say wait for the 4K displays, which will probably come in a few years anyway. On the performance side, like I said, you got 3 gigs of RAM and then a quad-core 801 CPU. This thing runs great. I haven't come across any hiccups. You might question, is CyanogenMod heavy? It's not quite heavy, so it's actually pretty light. So the performance of the thing runs like a flagship. It's just not priced like one. So your pockets will enjoy it, but then again, you'll enjoy it as a everyday user, and this thing works. The battery inside will last you maybe a day and a half. So this is a big boy. So it's a 5.5-inch display. So, you know, big phones get big batteries, and OnePlus made sure to make it work so it'll last all day without being a battery drain as well. Although we already talked about the 13 megapixel camera in the camera test, they've recently added an update, maybe about a month or two ago, that, you know, adds some enhancements, and then now the ability to shoot RAW with the camera. So it definitely helps in regards to some of the things that the camera was doing that we were crazy about with the rendering. And now talking about the software, for those of you unfamiliar with CyanogenMod, this is running 11S. It's kind of like an open source version of Android, which is already open source. So it runs on top of it. It's kind of like, it's not really a skin, it's more like a mod, like it says, but you still have access to the Play Store, so you can do all the things you would normally do on the Android side, as well as a bunch of features that, you know, you don't have the option to do on an Android device because this is, you know, created custom. So you actually have the option to do on-screen or capacitive or hardware buttons for your back, home, and recently opened. As you can see, the battery is a ring, so it's full, so it's a complete ring. As it, you know, starts to go, it shrinks away into the thing. You have an equalizer where you can do a bunch of different things, and, you know, really, you know, mess with the reverb and you know, different presets. You can customize it, add surround sound, as bass boost. Certain things only work with the speaker. I mean, certain things don't work with your speaker, and then everything else, if you're using a headset, if you're plugged in, or a Bluetooth speaker, you know, then you can really really go to work with the different settings. That's file manager, it's built in, so you don't have to download some. So that's always a plus. You have the option for a screencast, where you can pretty much record a tutorial of you doing something on your phone and then just share it. You know, you'll use your mic to pick up your voice if you're trying to explain something. If you're swiping, it'll make swoosh, like swooshing noises, so you'll see, you know, what it's doing. And then also you have your own sets of themes, where you have your themes, styles, icons, wallpapers, lock wallpapers, fonts, boot animations, and sound packs you can buy within CyanogenMod's own custom store. So you're getting a lot of different features on top of a very well built phone, and you really can't go wrong with that. So to wrap things up, I give the OnePlus One an A plus. It's affordable, it's beautiful, and it's powerful. At the end of the day, that's pretty much what everybody wants. This is definitely a different take for Android, for different devices at your disposal. The only problem is it's kind of hard to get one. I got one via invite, thanks to Jay Mills over at G Style Magazine. Appreciate it. And yeah, so they're invite only, so that's going to be hard. But coming Monday for an hour, you'll have the ability, if you're watching this now, if you're watching this in the future, this already passed. Monday, you'll have the opportunity to place your pre-order. So, you know, so if you're watching this, when this goes up live, you can go to the OnePlus One site, sign in and prep everything. So when it's time to buy, you just click and buy and be done with it. So, but it's a great phone. It's definitely comparable. And now that the Nexus 6 has been pricing is announced at $649, this is a great alternative because there's always kind of a Nexus alternative. So now, with that being $649 unlocked, and this is about 300, three or so, 329, 64 gigs unlocked. You know, so now you have options. So the only problem is you're not going to get, of course, you're not going to get Lollipop on it right away with the Nexus 6. But OnePlus did, they quoted that they would have it ready within 3 months of Lollipop's official announcement. So we'll see how well that turns out. So if you're kind of in between phones, you're not interested in the Note, your G3 is okay. If you just want something cool for now, you don't want to be in contract, definitely check out the OnePlus One. As always, don't forget to like, share, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Let us know in the comments any questions about the OnePlus One, things that I may have missed, stuff that's in the video, that's not in the video, but it's on the site, or vice versa. Anything we can cover for you or let you know, please hit us in the comments, and we may take a while getting back to you because there's a lot of things going on right now, but we'll get back to you as soon as we can. And as always, appreciate it, and thank you for watching.